Hey, welcome back to Gold 1 Zerg, guys. We've made it this far, and we're you know what? We got a long way to go. Don't get too excited, okay? We still got a lot to learn. We're just scratching the surface so far in Gold League, and now we're gonna do something new again. So just like how in the last video in Gold 2, I taught you guys how to mineral stack your mineral line. We're going to now increase that even more by doing something simple. It's called mineral splitting. All we're going to do is we're going to put our mouse in the middle of the screen right now. We're going to first make a drone out of our larva, and then we're going to split one drone to the side patch. So make a drone, take a drone, move it to the side patch. It's as simple as that. So our new start of the game sequence is going to be make drone, move overlord. It's going to be that every time. Okay. Now we're going to start stacking patches. So stack that patch. And all this does, okay. So the reason why this is relevant, is because when you start the game off, okay. So I know we only had a 22 second game. Don't worry, I won't do too much analysis for it. I'll wrap it up by probably 20 minutes. It's fine. So just know when you start the game off, you want to get a drone. And you want to move it down to the bottom of the mineral line, right? Or you want to move it to the top. I reckon whatever you feel more comfortable with. I think I'm more comfortable with the bottom because it's closer to the middle. Yo, Cam, thank you. I like to do the bottom, personally, or the left side of the bottom. It's just my flavor. That's what I like. What it does is you know how we talked about how the first drone goes, like all the drones go to the first patch, and like drone number 9 will like be the one who like saturates that patch after the first drone, as it's in the green. Not in the red, it's in the green. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch Gold 2 Game 1. You'll see that analysis for it. It's super thorough. So now what happens is if we grab another drone out of our back line, like just grab one, what we can do is we can send it down to the patch and suddenly we're good. And now we have a drone mining a close patch to the hatchery, and it's done it right away. So we eliminate a trip. So instead of going from point A, which is the hatchery, to point B, which is the mineral patch, and then point C, which is the bottom patch, we can eliminate point B altogether, and we can tell a drone at the hatchery to go down to the mineral line down there, so it just goes in a straight line to where it needs to go. It doesn't do this zigzag. So it saves you time. It gives you more money. Once again, it's more efficient. And the way you want to do it, too, does it have to be one drone? Could it be 2? Could it be 3? Could it be 4? Could it be 5? Look at the gap in the mineral line. Not every map is the same. Some maps have 2. Some maps have 3 patches together, but every time you see a gap, whatever's on the bottom side of the gap, you can grab that many drones. So on this map, 1 or 2 is good. 1 drone's good as long as you click the close patch. 2 is good because they will spread on these 2 patches really efficiently. If you grab like 5 or 4 though, it's bad because you're doing the same thing you're already doing at the beginning of the game, which is some drones will touch these patches and have to go all the way up to other patches, and that's bad. So only grab whatever. If you want to make it really simple, just try to get 1 every game. 1 or 2 every game, and it's good. 3 is okay on some maps. And that's all it is. And if you guys thought I was serious about 20 minutes analysis, I'm just joking. I was not serious. I'm done already. That was it. We're just going to add in mineral splitting to the build now, which is going to increase the speed at which we can stack our close patches. That's all it is. It's going to give us even more money, again, by another like 5 to 10 minerals. And that's another reason why whenever you see players do builds faster than you, you're like, how the fuck does he have more money than me? I don't get it. This is why. It's shit like that. Like they're just making more money than you faster than you because they do things that are efficient in many ways. Alpha Star can do a 12 drone split. I mean, if you could do a 12 drone split, guess what? You would have the best split in all of StarCraft 2 because no one does that. The best thing that high-level pro gamers do is they do a double split. They split in the bottom and the top. They split both sides. They make worker, then split both sides on both patches. That's what high-level players do. And we're not going to try to do both sides yet. We'll do that probably once we get to like Diamond League. We'll start trying to do that. But for now, yeah. And again, you could never do it. It would be okay. Honestly, it's not like the end of the world if you don't do it. It's just it does help a little bit. So mouse middle of screen, make a drone, move a drone down to the patch, grab my overlord, go to his base. So there you go. Then now we go back to stacking mineral patches. So grab drones off close patches. or far patches rather, and send them to the close patches. Grab another one, like that, boom, and we're good. Now every patch we have is stacked. The close patches. The closer to the hatchery patches are all stacked. So that's good shit. That's good shit.
Yeah.
Was this the only thing we're gonna add in Gold 1? For new techniques, yes. We're doing, again, we're doing everything we've been doing before, but we're doing it more efficient every time we go up in League. And this is going to be the only thing we do add in for Gold 1. That is correct. Also, I got to change the timer because I just made a Terran video and now I got to fix it for a Zerg video. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're good. Stack of far patch now because close patches are stacked. And then every patch we have has 2 on it per patch. So we're looking great. Grab a drone, build a pool, grab it off of a far patch ideally.
Yeah.
Whenever you grab workers to go build shit, you ideally want to remove a drone off of a far patch and not disrupt a close patch. You want your close patches to always mine smoothly all the time. Even watching Lambo, he doesn't even do that all the time. The double split. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Double split's not like mandatory. It's not mandatory. It's something that you can try to practice though, if you want to, because it'll increase your mouse precision. It'll make your mouse more accurate. It'll get you more comfortable using your mouse in a fast way. As long as you don't fuck your economy up. If you end up more often than not ruining your economy though, and you totally fuck it up, I would say probably stop doing it and get really good at doing one side only first.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's saturate our gas. Make an overlord. Make drones. What race are we against? We're against Protoss. Okay, he doesn't have an expansion, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Let's make a spine crawler. No expand. We make spine. Okay. Now he's got a cannon killing me. Okay. Let's go back out of here. It's all good. Let's just go back to the cliff right here or something.
Yeah.
And just wait. Algae? He's got a cannon on the high ground and a forge, and he walled himself into his base. This screams Stargate, by the way. But again, we're not going to worry too much about that right now.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to worry too much about it. It's just think about it like this. If an opponent is... think about it like this logically. If I'm a Protoss player and I'm going to make it to where I cannot walk in and out of my base, what am I probably going to make then? I'm probably going to make a unit that can fly over that, right?
Yeah.
Makes more sense. I'm probably going to make units that don't have to walk through a wall. They fly over the wall, so he's probably going to go Stargates.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and make our Roach one. Let's make a Evo chamber.
Oh, yeah.
Start our third hatchery and our double gas here in just a second. So we'll go double gas first, and then we'll start our third hatchery in just a sec. So inject our bases, inject our bases.
Yeah.
Get our drone going to our third. And now we have a bunch more drones in production right now. Let's go ahead and take our third base. And we're good to go.
Oh,
Camera hockey that bad boy.
yeah.
Saturate my economy. Okay, and there you go. There's a Stargate, right? You're like, oh, there it is. Tell my queens to go down and help my queen. So if our opponent's going to go straight Stargate,
Yeah.
what we can do now is we can make a faster Hydrogen now, because again, we're still making drones. And here's the thing, right? If we know our opponent also is going like voids right off the bat, we can skip roaches. Think about it, think about this logically, right? If our opponent has no intentions of using ground units at all here, what if we skip roaches? What's going to happen to us? Like nothing. So let's keep making queens. Let's send these queens down. Let's actually drop a creep timber so we can connect our creep here. Let's send these queens down to the main to help. We could even make a spore crawler per base right now. Make a spore crawler in this base as well once it's done. And we're just making drones.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's not forget to inject. Let's inject that base. Let's inject that base. Let's get Hydra upgrades. Let's still get Roach upgrades even though we're not making them because he might go into ground later. It's all good.
Stream, I've been playing for 10 years and I'm still low diamond, high plat. Am I stupid or is that okay for you?
That wasn't actually Hepsiah. I wasn't sure if it was until I heard what it said.
What's your favorite yogurt flavor?
Berry something. It's something with berry. I love berry flavored yogurt. It's really good. Okay, so now he's not stopping, right? So let's go ahead and just start making hydras here and just rally it. Let's grab our queens as well. Grab our queens and let's move towards the main. And we can make new queens in every base as well while we're at it. And we're just making a couple hydras to
5
shoot this
SD
away.
boys.
Okay, we send that queen to our main base as well. We need more overlords. Keep making overlords. We're just making hydras, guys, and queens. Am I staring at the fight the whole time? Am I freaking out? Am I tunnel visioning
I
the
am
fight?
the CEO
No,
of Noosa.
I'm making
Your sponsor contract
hydras.
is email the mail. Please ignore those yo play fucks.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh.
Make another queen.
yeah.
Make another queen. Send that queen down to my main. Make another queen. Make another queen here. Send this queen down to my main. Look how we just defended that, right? We just made a bunch of hydras because he never stopped attacking me with proxy voids.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and make drones finish off our economy. We just made 3 for the middle lane, 3 for the gas. We're done here. This base is done. This base needs 2 gases, a 4th base. Now I need 2 more drones to the middle line and 3 on each gas. 3 for the gas, 3 for the gas, and we're good to go.
Less than 3.
Okay, now we have all these queens extra. All these queens right here on the hatcheries again are my injector queens, so let's grab them all. Group them up. Hit shift, hold, or hit inject, hold shift, click, click, click. So this guy was full on all in, right? Full on all in with his Void Ray proxies.
Oh, yeah.
And all we did was we went, okay, we thought about
Zerg
it.
winning as it should be.
Yo, thank you, Freeze. Much love. Thank you guys for all the support. Cam, thank you for the 200 bits at the end. Doug, thank you for the 100 bits. Much love, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Guys, it's cool. People will help you out, no cost.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Cam, thank you for the bits at the end here. Thank you, thank you. Bot's finally caught up.
Dropping load.
Yeah. Thanks, dude. So, thinking about the build logically, right? Here's the thing, right? We thought about it like this. We went, okay, before the Void Rays have even attacked us, before we've even been attacked by Void Rays, we were like, okay, this guy does not seem like he gives a shit about ground units. He does not seem like he cares at all about ground units. Because, number 1, he can't walk out of his base right now. And number 2, if he has more than 1 gateway, how the fuck can he go in and out of his base? The only thing that could get around this would be like a Colossus or a Blink Stalker. Or if there was like a Prism that would load and unload and load and unload. And no one's going to do that. It's super annoying. Generally speaking, someone who's going to actually make a ground army is not going to wall their base off. And why is that? Someone out there who's probably like actually listening to this right now going, well, Vibe, can you please explain? Why does that mean that? Please tell me why a Protoss player can't go ground and have a build like that. Because if your opponent walls his base off, okay? And let's say he builds a Nexus. How the hell can he defend his base? If he has all these units in his main base, out of other gateways behind the wall, the only way he can come down to defend his natural is if he kills his forge or if he kills his gateway. He has to kill his own buildings to get out of his base. And no one's going to play like that. It's super inefficient and super sloppy. Vice versa, what if his army, what if he builds like only 1 gateway there and he walls it off? And then what if he builds like 3 more gateways right here and walls this off? Or like puts almost a wall there, puts like a unit in the doorway. Same thing again. What if I Nidus his main base, or what if I fly units into his main base like Mew does? How does he defend his main? He can't. He has to kill his own base to get through his other part of his base. Like it's not suitable for a proper defense. It makes no sense. So this generally means that the Protoss has no intentions of doing anything with his natural. And we left an Overlord here just to confirm that. Because the Overlord's over the cliff, which is where it always would be, it will be. And we see, oh, he doesn't even have any natural started, which means he doesn't give a shit about killing that wall. He doesn't care about taking this natural. It further, that's why I said this build screams Stargate. And then suddenly a Stargate shows up, and I did not build a Hydrogen until until the Void Ray showed up. I did not start a Hydrogen. I was going Roaches, Evo Chamber, taking my third base, doing all the normal Zerg stuff that we're normally going to do. And now I was about to start making Roaches because we just hit ideal saturation on 2 bases. And Void Ray is currently in my base. And here's the thing, even if I did make Roaches, guys, if I did make Roaches and this has showed up at my base, you know what you could do? You could do the exact same thing I just did. You could rally all of your hatcheries to where the Void Rays are, defend your base that way, and you could take the existing Roaches that you made, like let's say like the 8 Roaches or the 6 Roaches that you made, and you could A-move them like this. A-move, shift A-move. And what would happen is the 8 Roaches or the 6 Roaches you made would get to his base, and there is a chance you would overpower the cannon, kill the cannon, and then you'd end up killing his entire base, or you'd make him recall his Void Rays back home. One or the other. It's whatever. Like, Roaches could just go attack his base, and you'd forget about him. Forget about it. Forget about it. But as it was, his Void Ray showed up before I made Roaches, so I already see he has no intentions of expanding, and I also have a Spine, so even if he does attack me with 1 gateway worth of unit, my Spine Crawler and my Queens would hold that. No problem. I'm not afraid of like 1 Stalker or 1 Zealot showing up and trying to kill drones when I have a Spine Crawler smacking his ass. But, meanwhile, I go, oh, he's going Stargates, or he's been going Void Rays, so yep, it's definitely Stargate. And we just skip the Roach phase because this guy is doing a 1 base Stargate all in. So I just make Hydras faster, and I keep making Queens and drones in the meantime. I am still making drones. I am still making Queens. I am not just sitting here with my thumb up my ass being like, well, I don't know. I don't know. Fucking know. I don't know. Just spend my money on, dude. My Hydrogen's not done yet. No, I'm going to make drones. That way, if I lose drones in the main base, I recover way faster. So you can see already, like, the drone count is 42 to 23. It's huge in our favor, and it's going to keep going up. I'm still making drones. Even though this guy's attacking us, I'm still going to make drones. So here comes the drone wave. I don't care. I can't make Hydras, and what am I going to make instead? Roaches or Lings? Now that I know it's Stargate, I don't really want to make Roaches or Lings because they can't attack air. It doesn't make any sense. So I'm just going to make drones so that I can then make more Hydras and more Queens more often. And I can also then add in Spore Crawlers, and it doesn't punish me because I have more economy. And now once my Hydrogen is done, now that the Hydrogen's done, now we can start making Hydras because now he's going to, he's microing his Void Rays over to batteries and shit constantly, and he's trying to be annoying. But now that we're starting to feel threatened, now we can start going into Hydras. So this is starting to become threatening. You're like, oh, okay, this is definitely looking kind of a bit much. So now we start making Hydras because all my Queens are dead. Obviously, I'm still going to keep making Queens. I want to still keep making Queens at every base, and every time I have a base inject, the Queen spawns, I inject the base, and then I go A-move my Queen down to the base, down to my main base. So I could be like this. 3rd Queen, inject. A-move on the minimap down to the main. Natural Queen, inject. A-move on the minimap down to the main. Main Queen, inject. Go ahead and die now while you fight the Void Rays. But I'm still making Queens. I'm not just making only 3 Queens all game and stopping. I've gone through like 12 Queens already at this point. And my Void Rays they're not microing very well. They're walking into Void Rays until a rally point and dying half the time. But look, they're still overpowering him over time because that's not my focus. I don't care about that yet. I care about making more supply. And look at what the supply is right now. Even though it looks like I'm the one getting fucked up, right? Zerg has lost 2,500 resources and Protoss has only lost 700 in the form of 2 Void Rays. Somehow Zerg is more than doubling, almost tripling the supply of Protoss. How is that happening?
Oh, yeah.
How have I lost 22 units to only 2 of him, yet I'm almost tripling his supply? It's because I am not tunnel visioning the fight, and I am making sure my larva gets used properly, and I spend my money, as opposed to my opponent who lets his money stack up to 1,600 minerals while he tries to micro Void Rays. And suddenly, after a couple Hydras get there, Void Rays die, and now he's like, I'm fucking dead. Now look at the supply. Right, we're about to pass into the 100 plus threshold. So, rough stuff. Yo, Broken Clockwork, thank you for the Thank you very much for the 4-month resub, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Instead of attacking the main, he should have killed Vibes workers. I agree. There's a lot, but here's the thing. This is the more important one, I would say. Instead of doing a Void Ray all in where he doesn't macro properly and doesn't micro properly, he should learn how to do those first. He should learn how to macro properly before he learns how to micro properly, and then when he learns how to micro properly, then he should think about what he should be killing first as a priority. Right? Like, the game is so complicated, and people who try to do shit that's even more complicated than it has to be at lower levels, they overcomplicate the game and they play poorly because of it. Alright, let's make our hatchery. Look how there's a probe there, right? Suspicious. Very suspicious. Let's move our overlord over here. See what he's doing. Are you gonna cannon rush me? I'm still making drones, guys. Let's make our pool.
We require more minerals.
Go back to making drones. Okay, there's nothing weird going on yet. We're all good so far. Let's make a gas now. Let's make an overlord. Let's try and grab 3 drones off of 3 far patches, or like 3 patches with 3 on them, and send them over. So now look, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2. Grab 1 off the 3, send it to the 1, and now we're happy. Now our minerals are perfect. Look at this. What do we see? Double gateway, no nexus. What are we gonna do? Not fuck with that in a way where we're gonna die. So what we're gonna do is we're going to make a spine color. Am I freaking out though? Am I right now going, oh my god, sound the alarms, we're gonna die? No, I don't care. I don't care one bit. I'm making my 3rd queen. I'm making drones still. I'm making overlords and drones still, guys. Would you believe it? I'm still making overlords and drones. I don't give a hoot. I don't give a hoot nanny. I don't give one single hoot. Put another overlord in my main base, kind of where the fog is, just because when someone plays all in, it's kind of nice to have vision of everything around your base, just to see where they're trying to attack you from. Let's go ahead and inject my hatcheries. Inject. Inject. Make drones. Okay, he's killing my overlord with a stalker, so let's make another one before we supply block forever. Let's also now build a roach warren and a evo chamber. Look at this. I'm still making fucking drones. He doesn't even have a natural. I'm still making drones. You know why? Because we're not ideal yet. I'm not at my ideal saturation. And if this guy attacks me before I'm ready, I can start making units and still be okay in the process. Because I can outproduce. I just made another round of drones. Let's take our double gas. Let's take our 3rd base. Send our drone down to our 3rd base. And now look. Look at my drone count. 23 out of 16. This 3rd base is starting right now. I can now start making a couple overlords and then start making roaches. Saturate these gases properly. Get our roach speed. Get our roach weapons. Start making roaches. And look how we still haven't been attacked yet. I would not be surprised if he shows up with an attack like right now. If he's going to truly 1-base all in me. Here we go. There's a probe again. We're spreading some creep. We're injecting our hatcheries. We're making roaches. And now I have my full set of safety roaches. Full set of safety roaches. Now I'm going to rally all my hatcheries to my 3rd. I'm going to make another Overlord because again, we're really close to supply blocking. And I'm going to start making drones. I'm going to spread my creep. Spread my creep. Spread my creep. Check my hatcheries. Eject my hatchery. Make another Overlord. Make drones. Am I still afraid? No, I don't care. I don't care one bit. I don't care one bit. I don't care. Not one bit. Okay, let's go ahead and build a hydrogen. Let's go ahead and also build a second Evo chamber. Let's also build another gas in my main base. Start injecting my third base as well with my third queen. Let's also keep spreading creep. Spread creep. Spread creep. Spread creep. Make drones. This guy, for all I know, is one base owning me. But guess what, guys? He's missing these windows to kill me. He's being so inefficient with his time if he's truly going to do it. Now, look, he's got a pylon over there. Okay. I see that, by the way, but I pretend I won't. Oh my god, DTs. Things are killing me. Let's make a spore crawler. Or, I mean, let's make an overseer. Okay. Let's start making units because this guy is currently attacking. Oh no, it's fucking DTs. Let's go ahead and try and rebuild a hatchery. Let's rebuild the queen in the main base for the queen that died. Also, now that we know we're up against DTs, we just made a good round of units. Now we have a lot of units to work with. Let's make another round of drones now and make spore, spine at every base. Why? Because our opponent is fucking going Dark Templar all in.
5SD 5SV.
Okay, he's going to my main base. He's attacking this base again. A move towards it. Keep producing things. Keep making overlords. Transfer some drones down to these gases right here. This base is fully saturated. Grab 4, send them off to our natural. Okay. Inject this hatchery a few times. Take one of these drones off. Let's maybe take another base again. Let's go ahead and send one of our queens down to our natural again. Let's also put creep tumor. Let's just put a creep tumor here and we'll spread it upwards up to our natural because we need some creep going in the natural. We're getting attacked again by DTs. They move up there. This guy loves his DT attack, right? How many drones we got? Now we're at 62 drones, guys. Let's spread some creep. Haven't done that in a while. Spread some creep. Spread some creep. Spread some creep. What's going on over here? Okay, let's A move that area. A spine color died, but guess what we're going to do? We're going to rebuild it. And that spine color is also basically dead, so let's also rebuild it. It has literally 1 hit point. Now it has 3. Okay, let's build spine spore here. One more drone on that gas. Put 2 more drones on that mineral line. We're still chilling. Grab upgrades. Get 3 drones on that gas. Get 3 drones on this mineral line. We're at 65 drones right now. One of my drones is missing somewhere. Where? Where? Oh, where? Oh, this mineral line right there. Hey, move that mineral line. Hey, move the mineral line, guys, with our overseer and our thingies. Now what's happening here? Let's build a spore crawler. Build a drone. Build 2 drones. 66. Make units up to 120 supply. Notice how this is super easy when your opponent just throws units at you all day and you just keep killing them? We're playing the defensive game. We're playing the macro game. Spread some creep. Spread some creep. Let's get creep going down over here now, on this way. And we're already at 120 supply, so now let's take our 4th base and rally drones to it. Send some drones off this base down there as well, and we can even start spore, spine at this base. Okay, select our army, go attack my natural. Also, notice how my opponent keeps doing this every fucking time. He just keeps attacking base after base after base. Here's what I can do, check this out. If you deal with people like this, here's a cool way to fix this. Go like this. Are you ready? Watch this. Grab some army, right click your natural. Grab some army, right click your 3rd base. Grab some army, right click your 4th base. And now suddenly every mineral line is super stacked with defense. So when this guy attacks us with 4 DTs or 5 DTs at a time, they're just going to get popped by hydras and roaches as well in the mineral line. Now let's make a couple. Look at this. Here he is. Hey, what's up, dude? We're still just fucking macroing. Our opponent right now, when he left the game, probably has like 34 supply. He's got 67. He has more bases than I realized. He's got fucking 3 expansions. Well, he's got a main and two expansions, so 3 bases in total. Then our next creep spread would have been there, and we would have saw all of his tech right here. But again, did we freak out? Did we freak out? Did we freak out? No. We did not. Our opponent was trying to do a weird multi-pronged DT blink build, and we just sat there defensively killing DTs all day. Did I know it was going to be DTs because of this? Not necessarily. I'm not going to lie. When someone makes a fucking pylon like that in the middle of your face, you're just kind of like, what is that pylon? Seems kind of DT-ish. But did I care? No. Did I even literally fucking saw the DTs walking in my base. Did I say respond to the DTs walking in your base? No, I didn't respond to them until I started swiping my hatchery down and they killed my hatchery. Doesn't matter what you see. Look at how far ahead we are by the time he attacks us. Watch this shit. Watch this shit, dude.
Oh,
Yo, CJ Killer, thank you very much for the 213 sub.
Let's go, love you content and commentary.
Thank you, dude. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at the fucking supply already, guys. That is not normal. Zerg should not be this far ahead. For no reason. Now watch. Here's a cool trick, okay? I'll teach you guys more about this. I'll teach you more about this, okay? In higher leagues. But just for fun, I want to show you something. Okay, watch this. I want you guys. Here's a cool trick, okay? Here's a cool trick. I want you. I'm gonna do it. This is a 2-part trick, okay? Eye movement and management is something that happens later in the game when you actually start microing more. But just for fun, I want to show you something, which is how I saw the DTs. First example, I want you to look at my mouse, okay? Look at the green cursor mouse, all right? Look at it. Follow it with your eyes. Follow it with your eyes. Follow it with your eyes. Follow the mouse with your eyes. I hope I'm not making you dizzy yet. Follow it with your eyes. Follow the green mouse with your eyes, with the box now. Follow it with your eyes. Follow it with your eyes. Follow the green mouse with your eyeballs. And keep following the mouse with your eyeballs. And I have one question for you. Did you see the DTs? Did you see the DTs? Did you see the DTs? I bet a lot of people that were like, you're probably fucking dizzy right now. I probably made like 3 people throw up. I'm sorry if I did. But I bet the answer is you probably did not see the DTs. Now check this out. Watch this. This is going to be crazy. I bet you'll see them this time. Watch. Look at my mouse. Okay, look at it. We'll go back a little bit more. Look at my mouse. Right? Look at my mouse right here. Stare at it. Look at my mouse. Look at my mouse. Look at the mouse. Look at it. Look at it. Keep looking. And right now, do you see DTs walking above it? If the answer to that is fucking yes, it's because this is how eyeballs work on a human being. We're like T-Rexes, guys. Our eyeballs are like a T-Rex's eyeballs. It's so much easier to see movement on terrain when your eyes are static than instead trying to scan terrain and see movement when our eyes are mobile. If you're constantly looking all over the place, you're not going to see much. It's going to be too fast to process what you're seeing. But if you stare at something, you're going to see shit that moves around the position of what you're looking at.
You said DT
and it's
3
much
times.
easier to see
What you want? You summoned me, now say Prism 3 times and see what happens.
Yo, thank you very much, Sir Gamermore, for the 100 bits, dude. Appreciate you. Am I gonna summon Walter the Warp Prism pilot? But yeah, that's by the way, guys. When you get better at StarCraft, you don't look around the screen like this all the time, and you're like, ah, and it's just like gonna make you throw up. You fixate your eyes in positions. You fixate your eyes in positions. You fixate your eye in a position. You fixate your eyes in positions. Like you play with your peripheral sometimes. And what happens is if you do that, you actually see stealth shit with your peripheral. So people that are like all over the place the whole time they're playing the game, they're never going to see shit. You're going to feel overwhelmed and confused. But if your eyes fixate, because again, this is not an FPS game, guys. It's not a game where I have to turn the camera in circles and circles and circles and circles to look around. It's a fucking overhead view. And I can turn my screen going like I literally take the screen and go like this. My eyeball stares right there at that creep tumor. And stare at the creep tumor right now. And I can go like this with my camera. Boop. I'm still staring at the same spot where the creep tumor was, which is right there. Okay. But now I'm down here. And now I'm here. And now I'm there.
Oh God,
and now I'm here. My eyeballs are like fixated. I'm always looking in the center, and I'm kind of like very periodically glancing around, but it's mostly fixated eyeballs.
My vision is augmented.
Oh damn, that's fucking sick. Thank you, Sir A, for the bits, and Doug, thank you for the bits. Sir Gamer Moore, thank you for the bits, guys. CJ Killer, thank you for the 2 month resub. But anyways, you get the point. It's a cool trick. Again, we're not going to talk too much about that. I'm not trying to make Gold League all about spotting stealth units. It's just something that's very interesting because the way people move their eyes around the game changes what they see. And your eyes need to understand what they need to fixate on, and then you fixate on those things with your eyesight. Like, because again, it's not just like, oh, well, vibe, if I stare at the middle of the screen for a second, that means I'm not doing anything. No, it's not true at all, because the middle of the screen can change, but your eyeballs don't need to change. If, for instance, if I want to go, here's an example. Your hands, think about this. Imagine if you had fucking eyeballs on your hands, okay? What if you had eyeballs on your fucking hands, in the palm of your hand? Okay? When you want to look at a different part of the screen in StarCraft 2, you don't go like this. You don't do that. You go like this. You move your fucking hands around with your mouse and your keyboard, and you change your camera around the map, but your eyeballs are still looking at the screen. It is so much easier to see what the hell you want to see if you play like that. But when you play a game like FPS, yes, you do go like this. You're always like, all right, fuck, where am I gonna look right now? He's behind me? Okay. It's totally different. It's fucking totally different. I do have those. All right, good. It's like David Blaine. Yeah. But yeah, the people that come from like other games, like FPS games, and come to play StarCraft, they don't look at the screen properly. They play it like they're playing FPS. That's not how you play RTS. RTS needs to be static eyeballs. You need to stare more instead of rotate your eyes constantly. It changes everything.
Like the old saying goes, if at first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth you don't succeed, try DTs again.
That's right. I mean, that's what his build is, right? My Coxy Enormous, thank you for the 3. But yeah, like look what happens, right? He attacks me. He kills 10 things. Oh, in total, we've lost 1,150 resources. We've killed 6 DTs that attacked us. And in total for him now, he's lost 1,300. So we're already winning, and the resources lost department a little bit. Like he's lost a little bit more inefficient than we've been.
Oh.
However, we're mining more than he is, and that's the big deal, right? That's always the big deal. I can replace this easy. Obviously, you don't want to lose this, but if my opponent's doing this attack at the cost of macroing, which is why he's half my supply right now, it doesn't matter. Like, we're just going to win anyways. And then our opponent has showed us, not only is he opening up DTs, but he keeps fucking doing it, right? He keeps attacking me the same way over and over and over. So now we're like, how about we just add static D? Fuck it. If I just add static D to my bases, he has to walk his DTs into static D every time. Like, look at this. Suddenly, look how good that was. He just lost 3 DTs to kill 1 spine and 1 queen. That's a good trade for Zerg. Suddenly now, Zerg is getting these massively, like, good trades. And then he keeps doing it. And if he keeps doing it, what if we just put our army, like we talked about, let's just split our army up inside of our base. Like, some of our units sit there, some of our units sit there. Like, these attacks are not worth it for Protoss, as you can clearly see. And look at the supply. It keeps getting even more ridiculous for our favor. And this is, like, every unit that's died this game has been pure DTs. It's like 24 Dark Templars have died.
Yeah.
And finally now he's seeing, oh my god.
Vibe, thanks for B2GM 2021.
Yeah, Versailles, thank you for the 2 month resub, dude. Much love. And Bullrog, thank you for the Prime subscription. Appreciate you guys. So this is yeah. Once you have units sitting there, do we have to leave them there all game? No, not necessarily. But we'll leave them there while we're building up our supply, because our opponent is literally all about trying to counterattack our economies over and over and over. And it's, you know, it's fucking leave our shit there and we'll just kill it. And then he's dead. Vibe. So looking at PayPal, it looks like my payment somehow got double processed and I made the same donation twice. Oh well, not going to complain, you deserve it. Honestly, for real, Jeff, if you want me to refund you, if like I know, you know, don't just be like, ah, shit. Shouldn't have done that, but oh well. If you actually need it back, I'll totally send it back to you. If you want it back. Don't feel weird about it. It's totally fine. If that happens to be the case. But otherwise, thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, split my drone. There we go. Set my overlord up. Camera hotkey my hatchery. Go like F on my opponent. Make a drone. Make a drone first, actually. Don't do it last. Make that shit first. Okay, stack our patches. Stack another close patch while making drones. Don't stop making drones while you do this. Don't freak out, guys. You gotta keep making drones. It's important. Okay, let's send our second overload to our natural. Our opponent's race is a Protoss once again. Let's go ahead and take our natural now. Send a drone down. Get ready to expand. We're setting our drone down roughly around 180 minerals. So we get here with about 300 in the bank to make our hatchery with. Let's go ahead and make more drones. Notice how we have 3 drones in one patch? Let's transfer that off. That's not good. Now we have 2 drones per patch. This is perfect saturation. This is looking really juicy. Now if we get a 3rd drone on a patch, who cares? Let's grab an XS drone and go build a pool with it.
We require more minerals.
And now let's make our gas. And yeah, we're looking great. Send our overlord back behind our hatchery, because what if this probe is gone? Where the hell did it go? I have no idea. Are you cannon rushing me? I don't see anything down there. Let's send it up here now. Are you cannon rushing me up there?
Thanks for the B2GM YouTube videos. They are amazing and very helpful. I hope you have a good night.
Yo, thank you very much, Safi, or Safiel, for the 500 bits. Thank you, thank you. Much love. Okay. Make a couple queens. Make an overlord. Send our overlord like up here, just again to reveal some of our base so it's not so fogged out. Check my drones. 2. There's the probe. 2 or 3. Sorry, there's 3 right there. 3 and 1. Now we got 2. All good. This guy expanded, so we're not worried about some weird shit. Let's move like 2 of my drones are here to get this probe out of here. Okay, go back to mining minerals. Don't chase it. We don't want to. We're not trying to actually kill it. We just want him to get the hell out of my mineral line so he doesn't kill my drone. Okay, let's go ahead and inject our hatcheries. Make another queen. Make a layer. Hockey my queens. And now we have camera hockeys for my queens so I can inject in the future with camera hockeys. Let's make an overlord so we don't supply block because we're super close to blocking.
Spawn more overlords.
We can even make another one because we kind of waited a little too long. So let's make another one and maybe move it like right there. Let's go and get out of his base. We see he's clearly going for a expansion build, and we also see, oh, it's a robo. Cool. We don't need to know what that means yet, but it's cool. You click the robo, and you confirmed it's a robo. Good shit. Your scouting is becoming top notch. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and build a creep tumor. Let's build a evo chamber and a roach warren, because we just spent all the larvae from our first inject, so now we can actually afford these buildings. Let's take our gas.
At some point, Vibe, you should do a Chaoscraft stream to celebrate finishing B2GM and just cheese at high level and make us swoon.
Yeah, it's literally just troll games. Doug, thank you very much for the bits. But yeah, that sounds like fun. Okay, we just made a bunch of drones. Let's go ahead and put gas drones on our gases. 3 and 3. More drones are about to pop out of my hatcheries. Get roach speed and roach weapon upgrades. Get another queen. Have this queen. Oh, we didn't start our third. Whoops. I didn't realize I didn't do that. Start your third. Let's go ahead and make safety roaches. Okay, we got 4 roaches coming already.
We require more minerals.
Okay, now we got 7 roaches coming. That's enough. That's plenty. Let's go ahead and rally our drones to our third base. And go back to making drones again. Take our queens and inject our hatcheries. We can take this queen and go down to our next hatchery and have that inject as well. Meanwhile, the new queen we just got can go spread some more creep. Let's make some drones. Send these drones down to our third. This queen can just keep spreading creep. Let's spread creep more on the right, because the right side's really looking pretty sparse with creep right now. So queen will start filling in the right side. Inject. Inject. This base is almost done. Can't inject it yet. Let's grab a drone and let's make a second Evo chamber and our Hydroden. So, because we're making drones like crazy now, so now our third base is going to saturate really fast. Put a creep tumor. Inject our hatcheries. Inject our hatchery. Inject our hatchery. Okay, let's take another gas in our main. Spawn some creep up there. Spawn some creep. Spawn some creep. Make drones while we're doing it. Spawn some creep. Spawn creep. Okay, we can't. That's on cooldown. It's fine. Take our gases. Currently almost fully saturated. Getting close. Get Hydra upgrades, Carapace upgrade, and let's get ready to get weapon upgrades level 2 in a second. We're now at 66 drones. So now let's take another hatchery, and let's start making roaches or hydras. Oh, we're getting attacked right now. So here's what we want to do. Back my army up, and let's start making units, okay? Start making units. We're getting a mortal all in right now, essentially is what this is. And we have 2 choices. 1, do we defend this, or 2, do we just make units and like wait? If we're going to defend this, we should probably pull 2 mineral lines. If we're going to wait, we can wait and just sacrifice this base and wait. Okay, let's just let's go for the waiting option. It's fine. Let's take our drones and go like this. Run here, hold shift, go there, hold shift still, go there, and then go there. And then now our drones are going to evacuate and save them. Oh, now look, he's running away. So now let's go back here and just build a new hatchery. Now let's grab my drones, A move, select all army, A move the area. We might die here. It's fine. What are we doing though? Are we freaking out? No. We're just making shit. Grab my drones that are coming back. A move. A move all my drones. A move all my hydras. I'm still making units. I can't make any more units, by the way. So now what we should do, like, because I'm out of gas. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making as many roaches as I can because it's less gas. And I'll just make drones in the meantime.
Yeah.
Okay, it's super close to dying right now. I could focus that prism, but we can't. Okay. Keep making roaches. Can A move our units again. We can bring our queen down there because, I mean, the queens are here. Inject our hatcheries. Okay, he pulled back. He pulled back. So it's all good. So now that he pulled back, it's all G. Let's go back to making drones again. Send my queens back to their hatcheries, the respective hatcheries to inject again.
Mineral field depleted.
And I'm just trying to recover, right?
Mineral
Get 3 drones on that gas. Transfer drones ASAP. This is the kind of shit you can't let be happening for too long when you get stuck in a situation like this where you need to recover quickly. Don't fucking let minerals be inefficient. Try to recover ASAP. Mineral focus first, gas focus second. Hydro upgrades are good. We can't really start 2-2 upgrades right now. We can't afford it. Just keep making drones. Keep injecting our hatcheries, making drones. Fix that. Fix that. Send them here. Send these guys over here now. Drones. Fixing all the way to 66 really fast. Make creep. Make creep. Make creep. Make creep. Inject. 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 Transfer 2 drones off. It's over. Put transfer drones on the gases. Okay, we're fully saturated on drones again. We're actually not at 66, but it's because our base is mined out. So the idea is we're saturated on 3 bases.
We require
Now we're going to take a 4th base again while we make hydras and roaches. Why are we doing both? Because our opponent's going for a ground army. Our opponent's going ground focused. So hydras and roaches make sense here. Like 1/3 roaches, 2/3 hydras.
We require more minerals. We require
Okay, let's go ahead
more
and
minerals.
make creep, make creep, make creep, make creep, make hydras.
We require more minerals.
Inject our bases. Inject. Inject.
Not enough energy.
Inject. See how we're like going overdrive in our mechanics here? We're really just hammering down the mechanical aspect of the game. We are not going too ham on the micro aspect of the game. Creep. Or, I mean, sorry. Inject, inject, inject. We don't have enough energy. Let's try creeping again. Creep. 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 My queen that's creep starting as well is dead. Let's make a new one. Let's also get 2 upgrades going now because we can actually afford it at this point.
We require more minerals.
And we're just making roaches and hydras. Let's also start like 2 overseers right now so that I can now scout the map as to where I want to go. We've saturated our bases all the way to 120 supply. Remember how we do this? Now let's saturate ourselves on a 4th base. I'm making drones again. Look, we're getting attacked. Holy shit, this is getting nuts, right? Inject. Inject. Inject.
Are under attack. We require more minerals.
Fix that drone that died. Creep. 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 And creep. My extra queen now is at my 4th base. Let's start making this queen spread creep. Fill in the gaps or anywhere I see them and just like fill in anywhere I try to make creep everywhere basically. Have that queen be on a mission to make creep all over the place. Okay, fix my creep there. Make some hydras. Again, we have a really good drone count. We're fully saturated here, right? Now let's expand again. And again, our goal overall is 85 drones. We're not there yet, but our build got fucked up because we took a ton of damage early and it made everything take longer. So we're saturating this base now with drones. We can also start a infestation pit and get ready to go into a hive. Inject, inject, inject. Saturate gases. Saturate gases. Current drone count is 77. Let's just finish it off. Current drone count now is 85. Going right back into hydras.
Spawn more.
Make some overlords. We're chilling. Make these changelings drop and go scout the map. 1 on each side. 1, 2, 3. Scout 1, 2, 3. Grab my queens. Inject, inject, inject. Grab my drones off that saturated base. That's red and send them to the new base. Take another base again. Meanwhile, select our army and move this base because it's currently under attack again. This queen died, so remake it. Make another round of hydras.
We require more minerals.
Let's put a creep tumor there.
Place that
Let's put another creep tumor like right there or something. Spawn creep. Spawn creep. Spawn creep.
unacceptable.
Let's then take our queen and go spawn some creep like over here.
Under attack.
Spawn another creep tumor over here. Okay, so we see his base. This is his furthest exposed base. Let's take our army. We're maxed out, guys. Let's take our army. Let's go forward. Let's also make a hive at the same time because we have an infestation pit done. Started to lurk it in with it. Inject our hatcheries while we move out. There we go. Add that back into group 6. And now my army's grouped up right in front of where his base is going to be. Let's group our army up again, right up here, because this is right in front of where the base is. Hey, move right there. And his army happens to be there, so well, fuck it, dude. It's happening. Go back to injecting and creep spreading.
Forces are under attack.
Send this queen over here to spawn a creep tumor on this side. Spread some creep on this side.
Must place that on creep.
Make some roaches. Make some hydras. Spread some creep.
We must place
Inject, inject, inject. Inject again. Inject again. Spread drones around that need to be spread. Make sure they go to the mineral line. Drone count currently is 83. Make 2 more. Okay. Make a bunch of hydras.
our forces are under attack.
Make a bunch of hydras. Okay. Looks like my overseers are dying. It's okay. Make some thingies. Get ready for 3/3 upgrades. We can inject, inject, inject again. Transfer drones. Make Hydras. Get 3/3 upgrades. Level 3 weapons. Level 3 carapace on the way. And now spread some creep while our Hydras are spawning. Creep. Creep. My queen's dead. Creep. Creep. And creep. Now this time let's go on the left side. And why are we going to go on the left side? Because we just went right last time and we just died. So this time let's go left. Let's get our army grouped up on the left side right now. Meanwhile, let's get lurker upgrades, and if it comes to it, we'll just make lurkers in this game as well. Again, if this turns into a base trade, lurkers are so good at base trade. Okay, now let's go ahead and A-move this base. Shift, A-move that base. Shift, A-move. Shift, A-move. Grab my overseers. Follow some hydras with it. Okay, so there's nothing there. So now let's A-move. Shift, A-move. Shift, A-move. Grab my overseers once again. Follow his army. The reason why I fixed it was because there was going to be a traffic jam if I let my army go in and out of this ramp like a bunch of idiots. So we knew there wasn't a base there and we were still looking at it, so we decided to fix it. And now what did I do? I fixed my economy. I fixed it. Alright, rather I fixed all my shit that I just made. I just made a whole new army again. Spread my creep. Okay, he's right there. Spread some creep. Spread creep. Spread creep. Spread creep. Spread creep. This base is going to die, so let's transfer drones away to a new base. And this game might become a base trade, so now that he's pushing us defensively, let's make some lurkers. Because we don't know what's going to happen here. Are we going to die or are we going to live? Let's now A-move his army. Go ahead and A-move towards his army. Make some more roaches now because we don't have any gas. Drone count currently, not great. Make some more drones so we can replace droning. And currently at 78 drones. Let's go ahead and make a... look at the fucking prism there. Let's take our army and move that prism. Now he's making units there too. Let's rebuild this base that died. Let's also build a new base over here at this base. Okay, our lurkers are kind of just getting fucked up. We didn't. So what we're gonna do now is uproar my lurkers, send them home, and we'll just burrow them like at our natural. Essentially, we'll just leave them at our natural. And if this game turns into a base trade, they're gonna just be there. Okay, let's inject our hatcheries. Inject, inject, inject. Transfer drones that suck to new bases. New bases. New base. Transfer a couple drones here. Go down there. Rest of my drones can go like over here to this base or something while we rebuild that base. And let's maybe make even like another queen to once again start spreading creep again because our creep kind of sucks ass. Okay, so our lurkers are now going to burrow in front of our natural. And now let's do it again. Right click the right side of the, or A click the right side of the map. A move the right side of the map. Group my army grouped up on the right side. Let's go ahead and there's his army. Let's go ahead and spread some creep. Spread some creep. Where's my extra queen? She's almost ready. Inject, inject, inject. There's a big fight. A move towards his army. Check my economy. Good, 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 good. Oversaturated. What's my total drone count? 76. Make some more. Now what am I at? 86. Awesome. Make some roaches. And then, because again, he's still going ground, right? Made some roaches, and now we're going to make hydras again. Inject, inject, inject. Go back to fixing creep on the left side. Put a creep tumor there. Hold shift. Move command there to put more creep there later. Creep tumor. Creep tumor. Creep tumor. Make hydras.
We require more minerals.
Macro. This guy played really well. Not gonna lie. He almost killed me like 2 times. Okay, so now let's look at it. Speed the game up. Get it going. We scouted. He's expanding. We also scouted. He's got a robo. He literally showed us. Ooh, cool, robo. Robo does mean a lot of things, okay? There's a lot of ways to talk about this, but again, this is way above Gold League. This is advanced scouting. We'll start talking about these kinds of things more later, okay? We'll start talking about them more later, but this is so advanced over Gold League. This is not Gold League level to like really break that down, what that means. But what he did to us is definitely a build that has potential out of that. Okay. Now look at that drone count. Look at that probe count. Looks relatively normal. Look at that supply. Also looks relatively normal. He's doing a really good job, honestly. He's fucking macroing like a beast. He shows up at my base. I have a 9 supply advantage, but I also have 14 more workers than he does. So I actually have and also I have currently at the moment 15 army less than he does. Some of my shit is stuck in production because like these workers that are out right now, that's not actually entirely true. I'm about to have 7 drones. I'm about to have 67 drones, guys, as he shows up to my base, as you can see right now. Watch this drone count. So one just died, and now I have 65 with 1 more in production about to pop. So I have a lot of drones. I made a lot of drones. This is why I almost died. This is where people talk about Zerg and high levels, like it has to ride that like really thin line between life and death, while making a ton of drones in the process. You want to get a good economy, but you don't want to die in the process of making a good economy.
Yeah.
That's the overall concept of what you want with Zerg.
12 months. Happy B2GM Vibu.
Yo, Magic Turtle, thank you very much for the 12, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But this is kind of scary. It's definitely a very big advantage for Protoss. He's fully saturated 2 bases. Meanwhile, we're fully saturated 3 bases. Kind of fucking scary. And he even has a prism with his push, so it's going to get reinforced constantly. This is the parting choo-choo train build here that he's doing. And then he's attacking me. And watch the supply, okay? Look at the supply right now. We have a 10 supply lead, right? Army supply, 24 for us, 37 for him. He's crushing. And he's about to make more. Now he's got 43 versus my 24. It's fucking scary. We're almost going to die here. And again, these are when you have choices. Do I want to use what I have right now and maybe pull this mineral line and this mineral line together to try and surround his army and overpower it? Or do I want to concede the fact that my 3rd is just buying me time right now, which will reduce me back down to a 2-base setup versus a 2-base setup, because this is attacking really early? Some people out there as well might be like, well, Vibe, how do you know it's only 2 bases? Vibe, how do you know it's only 2 bases? So this might be a little advanced for Gold League again, because we're not really worrying about scouting too much, but I just want you guys to know, if your opponent attacks you with a very formidable army... Remember how we talked about scouting? And we go, let's compare our build to their build. Remember that? You guys remember that? How we compare his investment to our investment? You can do the same thing when you're macroing and you get attacked. If you are macroing and building units over time, little by little, but you're focusing mostly on workers and expansions, and you get attacked, and your army supply is very tiny compared to what their army supply looks like. If you're like, wow, I have like 7 roaches, and he's got 2 mortals, 5 sentries, 8 stalkers, and 3 zealots, and a prism. If that's what you see, and you go, okay, my opponent's army is way bigger than mine, that's how you know he doesn't have a 3rd base. Because why does he have an army that's bigger than yours? Because instead of taking a 3rd base, he made a lot more production. And this is what you like to call mostly like an all-in. He is doing a massive timing attack to you. He is trying to kill you right now in this game. And there's a good chance it might happen because he's catching you potentially being too greedy. Okay? So, but here's the thing, right? What is he killing right now? He's killing a 3rd base that is fully saturated with 24 drones on it. And look at his 3rd base. It doesn't even exist. So all this money I invested into this base was invested into his production of his base. Stuff like that. He invested into more gateways and then army out of those gateways. That's the difference. That's why it's like, wow, his army's fucking huge. Whoa. His army's big. Big time. Okay, then he kills my 3rd base. My roaches are running around like idiots. My drones are also running around kind of stupid. My hatchery dies. My broodlings buy my drones trying to get out. And we do the shift move command thing. But because he leaves, I can always just go back now, and I can mine minerals and retake the hatchery. Meanwhile, he's attacking into my base, right? Guys, I got fucking nothing still. I am actually making units. I'm making 11 hydras in the process, and these hydras are being... The time for the hydras is being bought by sacrificing my 3rd base for it. But now that he's at my natural, I can't wait anymore. If I let my natural die as well, well, guess what? It's 1 base Zerg versus 2 base Protoss, and I could never win there. Like, I'm just going to die. Also, not only that, he would kill all my tech. He'd kill both my Evos, which are upgrading. He would kill my Hydra Den. He would kill my Roach Warren. And all I would have left in the main base is a lair and a spawning pool. I'm going to die if I let my natural die. I can't just sack the natural at this point. I have to guard it. So what am I going to do if I try to guard it? I'm just going to pull the drones because my army is still so fucking tiny compared to his that it's the only chance I have. If I don't pull drones, how the hell can the 6 roaches beat a fucking this army? They can't. I would die. So I pull drones, and then these drones end up mining the minerals, but by the time they come back, when they come back, I actually just use them as well. We go, hey drones, help me in the fight. I need you. So they help me. And then we just go select all army, A move, with the drones attacking. And look how his army, yes, he's like crushing this fight, right? He's already killed 42 drones right now, guys. This timing has almost killed me. But look at his army. It's a lot tinier than it was a little bit ago. This army is shrinking. And again, we're not microing at all here. This is just a move. We're still just A moving. And then we pulled off the last bit of our drones here that were still there. And we have roaches attacking. And this guy decides to actually back off. Meanwhile, we were making roaches. And why are we making roaches now instead of hydras? I don't have any gas. I don't have any gas. So now, what do? He's leaving. I go right back into making drones. And watch how fucking fast I recover. Watch how fast we recover. We are now tied in workers. We are now in ahead in workers again. We're now once again in the lead. I am now tied in supply with him. Within a minute, or it's like 90 seconds after that fight where I almost died, I've already taken the lead again. And why is that? Because I'm actually macroing. And then he doesn't know how, like, this guy, and why, here's the thing, right? Why did I get ahead? Well, it's like, well, Vibe, what the fuck? How did you get ahead? Because my opponent did not macro that well at all while he attacked me. He had, again, like 2,000 resources in the bank that he just wasn't using while I almost died. Imagine if he used that. I'd have fucking died, right? Now, look what he's also doing. While I'm macroing and covering, like, catching back up in drones again, what is he doing? He's doing shit like this. Flying a fucking prism around, being like, all right, yeah, let's go in now. Let's warp in some zealots. Let's go over here now. Okay, sick. And then he goes back to doing his thing for a little bit. And then suddenly, just a little bit later, he does this once again. He's like, all right, you know what? It's time. Let's go ahead and move this prism in all over again into the Zerg's base. And let's throw another wave of zealots into his base. Like, it's all these like little cute fancy attacks, right? And these attacks, here's the thing. These attacks serve literally zero purpose. It was random. If I asked this guy, Crisis Core, why did you warp prism attack me twice right there? This is what I think the answer would be. If I asked him that, okay, this is the difference, okay? This is the difference. This is where the difference is made between Gold League and like Grandmaster or like Masters League. Let me
Hey,
tell you.
Vibe, Synth
Hi.
here, been loving the series. Quick question, if you were macroing as fast as you could, how high of a league could you get with your silver/gold level macro only? Diamond? Masters? I know micro doesn't come.
I don't understand what that question means. I know micro doesn't come into play until diamond, but trying to convince my friends who play how far you can get with just micro. Wait, what? I don't understand because You asked me, how high of a level could I get with my silver level macroing as fast as I can? Did you mean to say how far could I get with silver level microing as fast as I can? Because when you said macro twice, you're saying silver level macro and then also macroing as fast as I can. Those are two totally different things. That's why I don't understand that question. Is that part of it doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. I appreciate the 1,000 bits though. Much love. How far could I get just macroing with Silver League? You could probably get to, honestly, you could get to diamond. Or no, sorry. You could probably get to like upper platinum. With my silver videos, you could probably get into upper platinum with that. And you would probably be stuck in platinum forever. Same thing with my gold. But my gold will have a higher win rate than my silver would because you're maxing out faster. It's a little more efficient. And then my platinum, like gold, the gold videos might get you into diamond and then you might fall out of diamond. If you did only the gold shit. And then if you went for the platinum shit, you would maybe get to like high diamond, low masters for what I'm going to be doing in platinum. But you probably wouldn't make masters with that. You'd probably just stay in fucking diamond forever. But yeah, what I was saying, guys, let me give you an example, okay, about the prism. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Synthraptor. Let me give you an example of what this is, okay? If I ask a player, like this guy right here, if I ask Crisis Core, hey Crisis Core, why did you do this? Why did you attack right there? What was the meaning of this? Here's what a gold level player would say. Well, nothing was really happening, and because of that, I just thought I could get damage done. And I wanted to kill your drones. Like, I wanted to kill your drones. So, I did it. That's what a gold player would say. They'd say, I wasn't doing anything, and I wanted to do something. So I thought I could kill your drones. It's like, okay, that's nice. You have the right idea. It's a nice incentive. Like the concept is right there, right? Like he understands he wants to kill my drones, and that's wonderful. But here's the real here's the real reason why you would do something like this, okay? Here's the real reason why you would do something like this. Hey, Masters player. Well, I'll tell you in a second. Pistola, thank you for the bits.
How fast can you silver macro with your gold macro when you are doing diamond macro as fast as you can macro?
Thanks, dude. Yeah, that was a confusing question. Thank you. So here's what a Masters player would say, okay? This is what a Masters player would say. I'd be like, hey, Masters player, why are you doing this Warp Prism attack? And they would say this. The reason why I'm doing this Warp Prism attack is because I want to keep the Zerg defensive, and I want to start killing Zerg's creep right now. And the Zerg now is being forced to make a choice, which is, does he want to defend his creep and let his drones die? Maybe he's distracted and doesn't realize I'm killing his drones, and he's over-focusing on the army on his creep. Or does the Zerg want to let his creep die and defend his drones? Either way, I'm going to do something with my time. That's what a Masters player would say. This has multi-purpose. A Masters player would not say, I want to kill drones. There's no fucking way you're going to kill my drones if I'm already defensive and you're doing an attack that is not a real attack. It's a harass. You are never going to kill drones that way. What's going to happen is this. Zealots are going to arrive and they're going to be like, my life for hire. They're going to land. They're going to get on this queen. Like, yeah, beat this queen's ass. And then they're all dead. Not a good trade. And that's the difference between understanding what you're doing and doing random chaotic shit, right? This is why it's really hard to replicate high-level players when you don't actually know what you're doing. You just randomly do shit. This is why micro, more often than not, is a hindrance than a help, because look what happened during that, right? Look what's happening during that. My opponent is not maxed out, but I am, And I also only have a little bit of resources in the bank, and my opponent has 1,500 in the bank not being utilized right now. Neither one of the robos are being used. Let's look at the gates. The gates, some of the gates are off cooldown. Some of them are on cooldown, but like only a couple of them are off, but the robos aren't being used. And like, these are the things that you need to do. You need, like, look at all the gates are ready. Look at the money, right? But what's happening right now? There we go. It's just one of these things where you want to focus on what's important, and you don't want to waste actions. Like, misdirection is a thing in this game. It's actually a thing. So now, going forward, let's see what the fights look like when we actually start fighting him. This is what the fight's starting to look like for real. So he does a lot of force fields. Let's look at production during the fight. Watch production during the fight. Look at our supplies and look at production. So he's destroying me in this fight, right? He's fucking storming me. He's force fielding me. He's Colossus cleaving me. This is a really good fight for Protoss. Super shitty for Zerg. But yet when the fight's over, I'm still maintaining... Alright, there we go. There we go. There's the warp in. And now we're maxed again. And let's see the next fight. It puts a lot of pressure on you to micro if you play like a micro player. And it puts even more pressure on you if you only play micro styles if you can't macro that well. Like if your macro falls behind. So here's the second fight. Let's see what the second fight looked like. And keep in mind, guys, what's the difference? What is the difference between the first fight and the second fight? I can tell you what it is. All of his sentries died, and he did not rebuild them. So now his army is sentryless, which means there's no more force fields, which means there's nothing keeping me at bay anymore. So if you're a micro player that doesn't focus on macro, if you fuck up your micro at all, it's going to cost you. So last time he destroyed me because he had force fields, storm, and Colossus. And then the rest of his army killed the remnants of whatever wasn't involved in that. Now let's see what happens when he doesn't have force fields. Still good storms. But notice how a lot more of his army just got his ass kicked. He lost all of his Archons. He lost like 2/3 of his Templar. He lost a Colossus. He lost a lot more of his really crucial shit. The important units keep dying. And now let's look at the next fight.
Sorry I phrased the question wrong. Once you deciphered it, you answered perfectly. I get in fun debates about the importance of macro.
Oh, you don't even apologize, Subtraptor. I appreciate the support, man. Much love. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, that's what I honestly think that the answer I gave you was, I truly believe that. I think if I watch someone in Silver League do my silver videos, and he never wanted to go above Silver League in terms of my videos, and he just wanted to see how far he could get with that, I feel like he would cap out somewhere in Platinum League. Because I'm telling you right now, the majority of players below Platinum and below play inefficient as fuck. But the silver video is still in itself slow, so it's also inherently inefficient to a degree. It's just like a stepping stone to efficiency. And if it builds inefficient, what did I say? You're going to get fucking destroyed in Diamond League. Like, you're not going to get... If you do get in Diamond League, you're not going to be there for very long. You're going to get kicked out right away. You have to be able to play efficient to play Diamond Plus. It's like your key card. Platinum, here's another example. I've never said it this way either. Here's another analogy. Bronze is like having a bronze key card. And the bronze key card allows you to get into Silver League. Then once you're in Silver League, you collect a silver key card, and that allows you to get into Gold League. And once you have a gold key card, blah, 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 you go to the next league. You can't actually play efficient StarCraft until you have a diamond key card. And each key card develops little by little into the next one up until diamond. Once you're in diamond, that key card now gets like stamped with like a macro stamp of approval. And it's like, this guy's diamond. He at least can macro a little bit. So he has a chance. So you're saying there's a chance, right? That's what diamond is. It's a chance. Anything below that is like, they just take your key card and cut it in half with a fucking pair of scissors and like, get this fucking guy out of here. This guy doesn't know a macro. That's what it is. So here's the fight, right? Here's when he pushes me. And look what's happening in this fight. Remember how we said the first fight? What did he... Like, the first fight, he had everything. And he destroyed me. The second fight, he didn't have his force fields. So I took a much better fight, right? Now look at the next fight again. Now he doesn't have force fields, and he doesn't have Archons, and he doesn't have Storm. He has one fucking... Or I think he has 2 Storm. Just like 1 or 2. By the time it storms, it might have 2. He's got 1 Templar. 1 fucking Templar, guys. He has 1 Templar. So that's a problem. And look what happens as a result of this. He insta recalls and gets the fuck out of there. He would have died if he'd stayed, honestly. He's rebuilding parts of the army again. Good for him.
Hello, Newt. I think you are the best.
Yo, Rudy, thank you very much for the sub, dude. Or the bits. Thank you, thank you. And now we're going to push him again. Now we push. So now we're pushing this side. And now once again, he's got everything. He's got shields, or force fields. He's got Templars of Storm. He rebuilt the army. But here's the problem now. He has a lot of utility in his army and a lot of AoE, but he doesn't have any Archons still. And he has no, like, meat to his army. He has less Immortals, no Archons, less Colossus. His Colossus count's okay. But he doesn't have any real power to his army besides AoE.
Your macro sucks.
Hey, Cyril. I don't want to hear it. Thank you very much for the 2. And you see how shit's just dying? There's so much emphasis on the micro here. And now once that happens, it's over. Also, here's a problem too, right? You want to know why that fight also went so much better than the first time? Look at these upgrades. 3, 3. Look at these upgrades. 0, 0, 0. You know what that means? It means these Colossus are legit tickling me, like like they're just like tickling my roaches, and they're just like taking no fucking damage anymore. Yep. Yep. Gotta be careful, guys. Macro, right? It's all about learning how to play a game that doesn't end in 10 minutes. It has to be. You have to be able to play a game beyond 10 minutes. Was that real, Cyril? Of course. Cyril actually messages me all the time. He writes me in private DMs on Discord, and he emails me every now and again and says, "Vibe, I'm your #1 fan." He was the first person to buy Vibe merch, and he says the next time he streams, he's gonna wear it. Cyril wakes up early in the morning just to watch my stream. Okay, make a drone. And send our Overlord out. Do the drone split. Stack patches. Make a queen. Stack a patch. Make another drone.
We require
And we're good.
more minerals.
We're good. Haha, we're good.
Let me try again. Look over here. Hello, Newt. You are the light of my life.
Who's Newt? Who the fuck is Newt? The only thing I think about when I think of the word Newt is I think of Monty Python and the Holy Grail when the guy's like, "She's a witch burner. She turned me into a newt." And then they're all looking at him like, "You're a fucking human." And he's like, "Well, I got better." So stupid. Okay, we're getting cannon rush, it looks like.
That made my night.
Yeah, thank you, Chogler. Much love. So if he builds a cannon, guys, we can pull drones. It's fine. We'll wait and see what he does. Okay, that'll make a... Oh, no. See how he canceled it? That's why we wait. He's trying to be like, are you going to react? Now let's follow his ass with our Overlord. Are you building another pylon right now? Is there a pylon over here? Do I need to worry about your ass? Build a gas with our drone. Okay, there's no pylon. So he just tried to meta me. He tried to make me shit my pants, okay? And we didn't even flinch once. He just did a pump fake to my face. He's like, huh? Huh? Yeah. You gonna blink? You gonna react? And we're just like stone facing his ass like, No. Nope. Don't give a fuck. Try harder. Okay, now he's got an expansion. Build looks pretty normal. Looks fine. He's got a Nexus, he's got a core, a second gateway. He's chrono boosting his gateway right now, which means he's chrono boosting out a Zealot. So we might have to get, our queen might have to smack a bitch. It's fine if it happens. Scout through his base. Let's make our lair. Let's get another queen. Get our queens hotkeyed. Keep making drones. Get our queen, get our overlord out of his base as well. That's fine. We don't need to stay anymore. We know this guy's two basing it so far. We know he's two basing it, and that's all we care about. We're all good. We got a nice read. We know it's two gateway opener with an expand. We're not really worried. Okay, let's make a bunch of drones because our larva just popped off. Let's now make a roach one, an evo, and a creep timber. And notice, yo, vitamin C, thank you for the 3.
You seem to be in a much better mood. Glad to see it.
Thank you, dude. And you guys see how, even though my opponent was chrono boosting out zealots, how we haven't been attacked yet? It's because he's playing paranoid. He's paranoid, guys.
Hello, Daniel.
Hi.
You are the best StarCraft streamer of all time. Thank you for your continued efforts.
Yo, Rudy, thank you so much, dude. You're the best damn fucking priest I've ever seen. What a man. What a freaking man. Let's make our third base. Rudy, thank you very much for the bits, dude. Much love. Let's start some more creep. Let's start making some roaches as well. What if he attacks us? I don't know what he's doing, right? Like, entirely. I don't know. Let's make some roaches. And now we have probably like 7 roaches. It's wonderful. That's wunderbar. Let's go back to making drones and overlords because we don't want to supply block. We're getting pretty close. And let's you know, let's start making drones again because we want to saturate our third base off of the first round of safety roaches. Let's take 3 drones off this mineral line, send them over to my third base, have one of them build a Hydroden and have one of them build a second Evo chamber somewhere. Make another creep tumor here. And then send this queen to my third base to become a third injector. Okay, and then we'll go back and inject our main and our natural. Meanwhile, we're making drones, and we're at 53 drones right now. 53. Okay, let's go ahead and build some more creep. This creep is good. Okay, this base is getting saturated super fast, so let's get a drone setting. Send a drone right now down to our 4th base, and we'll get ready to take it in just a minute, just a second. Let's also take this gas. Let's also take these gases over here because we're making more drones again. And my drone count right now is already at 66, 65. Take our upgrades. Inject. 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 Spawn some creep. We can do one more creep tumor down here in the bottom. Make our hatchery. And now we're at 66 drones still. And now we can start making overlords and hydras. Let's take some of our thingies, our gases. So we just saturated our gases. Let's spread some creep again. Move our queen down here to go through the bushes. Make another creep tumor there. Make a creep tumor here. This creep tumor can go there. That creep tumor can go there. And now let's fix the left side of the map because now the left side of the map looks pretty empty. Inject, inject, inject. Make a bunch of hydras. We're going to make hydras all the way to like 120 supply. Let's get level 2 weapons on our Evo chambers, and let's make some more overlords again because we don't want to block. We're going to be building units pretty damn fast. Okay, so let's go ahead and inject, inject, inject. Make a couple hydras. We are now at that ideal count. Let's go ahead and saturate our 4th base while we spread some creep. So we're going to make drones now while we spread creep. So creep, creep, make drones. Move my queen down here so I can see this vision to spread this creep timber. Make drones. Spread creep. Spread creep. Spread creep. Spread creep. Drone count is just about done. We're at 81. Let's inject again. Inject. 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 Let's go ahead and now take a couple overseers so we can get ready to go scout the guy's base. Droning. Right now we're at 85. We're good. Let's take a couple more gases. Let's take another base. Make 3 drones again because we just made 3 drones into buildings. And now let's fucking make hydras. But if you did... How far did you get if you just microed to silver all the way to GM? What does that even mean? If you're a silver player and you just micro, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be in platinum for the rest of your life. Platinum League is the league where everyone caps out if they don't play efficient. That's like big fish in a little pond situation right there. Like you might feel like you're playing well because you beat people every now and again in your own league, but as soon as you have to go to the league above, you're always going to get knocked back down every time. You have to learn how to macro properly to go above plat.
5 SD and forget about it. Forget about it.
That's right.
Forget about it.
That's right. Yo, thank you very much, SBU, for the 40. Oh my god, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's drop a couple changelings, guys, and let's go scout the map. One on the right and one on the left. Let's go ahead and also drop our creep timbers. Let's drop another creep timber maybe like over here. And then let's start injecting this base because we have a lot of active creep now. Let's make a bunch of hydras. Let's cap out. Let's max out. We actually maxed out a full minute before I was supposed to. I did this way too fast. I'm sorry. This game was fucking quick. And here's the crazy thing. I could max out even faster than that. I maxed out this game at 8:45. Not 9:45. I maxed out at 8:45. Did it seem like I did anything too fast and too crazy to follow? Like it's so... You can fucking max out so fucking fast in this game if you just do it. Okay, so let's make a lurker den. Let's go ahead and transfer drones to the new base. Let's go ahead and attack this base now because we know where his most exposed base is and we see it's ground. So what are we going to do now? We're going to focus on going 1/3 roach, 2/3 hydra. So let's A move here, shift A move here, shift A move here because we're going to attack the left side first. Make creep, 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 make creep. Grab my queens, inject, inject, inject. Do it again. Inject, inject, inject. Make a couple overlords. Make a couple new overseers. Start an upgrade. Check my drones. Check my drones. Check my drones. We're all good still on drones. Start injecting this base. Awesome. And now we need to make 2 more drones because we lost a couple by building buildings. And now we can make a group of hydra, or sorry, a group of roaches. We just made like 16. You can make like 12, 15, 16, 17 roaches, whatever. Just some roaches. And finish off the rest in hydra. Inject, inject, inject. Go back to my main. Get lurker upgrades. Go back to my natural. Get another upgrade on Evo Chamber because now we have a hive. Fix my natural. Send it to the new base we just made. And now this base is starting to get a little bit more, like it's halfway saturated. So let's just take another base. Because you keep hearing miniphones get depleted. So if the depletion of fields is going to continue to happen, we want to make sure that our drones can still go somewhere to mine efficiently and not just sit there doing nothing. So we're spreading around a creep. And then we will then go back to our base, inject one more time. And then fix all these mineral fields that are fucked up again and send them over here. So now we're over half saturation. How's this going? Pretty good. Okay. Inject, inject, inject. And you see, this is an example of what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. So watch this, okay? Watch this for a second. Just look at this. If you attack your opponent, let's just say, I'm going to show you guys an example of what I mean. When I say, guys, if your macro sucks, if your macro gets better, suddenly you win so much more. Imagine if your macro was good enough. Imagine, okay, just think about this for a second. Imagine with me for a second. What if your macro was good enough to max out at 8 minutes? What if you could max out at 8 minutes? And you attacked your opponent at 8 minutes, and it looked like this. You were maxed out, and this is all your opponent had. What if you could do that? Well, let's see what happens in the next minute of time where we wait to attack our opponent. Well, now what if you max out against someone who plays like this? Still pretty doable, I would say. Now let's speed it up again. And we attack him right around 9:30, okay? So imagine if I would have waited to max out again until 9:45, and then I leave my base while I'm, because let's just say I max out at 9:45, and all my hydras just start in production at 9:45. Okay? Imagine if at 9:45 we maxed out, but I just started the units. So let's say then at 9:45, we then had to wait for 24 seconds for our units to spawn, which would be at 10:09, 10 minutes and 9 seconds. 10 minutes and 9 seconds. And then finally at 10 minutes and 9 seconds, we start walking across the map with all of our army. And then it takes me, let's say, 21 seconds to get from my base to his base, wherever I want to attack. And at 10:30, I'm attacking him. A full minute later than I'm attacking him right now. That's the kind of shit where I'm talking about when I say, if you can't play efficient, you will fucking never have a chance in Diamond League. It doesn't matter how good you think you are with random Warp Prism Zealot attacks on the base or some shit like that. If your core macro sucks compared to a higher level player, if it's not in the same league, essentially, not necessarily like, oh, it's bronze versus diamond. We're talking like if someone's playing out of your league where you're like, holy shit, this guy's like way better than me right now. If his macro is fundamentally stronger than yours, you have no chance. That's how StarCraft works. Which is why, that's all I always say, if you look at the game and you go, why did I lose this game? And you look at your max out timer and you're like, wow, I did it so slow. And then you look at your remax after the fights and you go, wow, I remaxed so slow every time. That's why you're fucking losing a lot. Don't worry about, oh, well, I need to make lurkers and I need to position them this way because I saw Raynor do that. Or I need to like do this weird muta thing because I saw Dongregu do that. Or some pro gamer did something that you saw that you're like, that's super good and that's what's required. No, it's not. It's really not. That's required at pro level play. It's not required in fucking Gold League. In Gold League, it's required for you to know how to macro. And the better you get at it, the more you will fucking steamroll your opponents. I actually played this one faster than I normally have been, and I think the reason why I played this one so fast is because I was kind of used to getting all in the last few games. And this game, he didn't attack me at all, and I macroed at a faster pace without thinking about it, and I fucking maxed out a minute before I was supposed to. My bad. Sorry. But you see how it's possible? Zerg can still max out faster than fucking 8:45, by the way. You can max... Guys, you want to know something crazy? You want to know something fucking crazy? With Zerg, you could genuinely max out at like 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Would you believe it? Would you fucking believe that? You can play so much faster than what we're showing you right here. It's just, you know, a thing. It's just trying to progress yourself as a player, right? It's just trying to progress. So look what happens when our opponent has only half our supply and we show up. No micro needs to be had here. We just fucking A move. It's literally A move. All right, shit, let me slow it down a little bit so it's not so like jarring. I can max out at 7 minutes with pure roaches. Yeah, no, I believe you. You know, I've actually done this example before, and I think before I actually maxed out at like 6 minutes and 55 seconds with pure roaches. I've done it. Like, I'm not saying that you're going to do that because it's a really ridiculously greedy build.
Could you, please, demonstrate a 7:30 max?
I'm not going to do that in B2GM right now. I'm not going to max out at 7:30 in Gold League. Because, you want to know why? That requires flawless play, and no one in Gold League can do that. It's going to fuck the video up if I do that. I feel like this was already too fast, and I didn't mean to do it. I didn't actually mean to do this fast. But look what happens. If you actually do it this fast, look what happens. You just show up and the guy dies. He's like, what the fuck? This army's huge. What? And you want to know the crazy thing is? It's not an all-in because I have 80 fucking drones plus. So I can do this again and again and again and again and again and again. If it dies, it's remade. Ragu, thank you for the bits though. I appreciate it, dude. But yeah, I don't want to do a fucking 7-minute roach max because no one in Gold League is going to see that and go, oh, I can do that. It's just going to be basically me picking on someone in Gold League and going, see guys, watch how easy you can beat gold players. I don't want to do that. If you want to see, here's something I'll say. This is for people on like YouTube and stuff. If you guys want to see a 7-minute roach max, literally go watch any Zerg streamer that's a pro gamer. And watch how they play and watch how fast they fucking max. Or you can watch my stream on Twitch when I'm not doing Bronze GM series. If I'm not doing a Bronze to GM series and I'm just playing like GM ladder, I could do it then too. Easy peasy and not feel bad about it. But it's not something a gold player will ever be able to do. So it's kind of pointless to do it right now. Okay. Nice. Nice, dude. So yeah, all right, he just died, right? He just died because he just didn't have enough. That's just all it is. And those of you who are wondering, Vibe, what's the trick? How do you max out that fast? What do you like? What is that, like? How can you accomplish that? You never let any larva be inefficiently sitting there ever. That's how you max like that. The better you get at StarCraft, the faster you squeeze. Like you just use all your larva right as they spawn. Used right as they spawn. You're used again. Use them again. Use it again. You don't just let larva sit there just wiggling around for like 30 seconds and go, all right, I guess I'll use it now, even though it's been sitting there for like almost half a minute to maybe even a full minute at this point. You spend every larva as you get it all the time. Okay, well, that sucks. Unfortunately, it looks like that's going to be our promotion game. I'm pretty sure that's our promotion game. So if it is, looks like this is the end of the video. Yeah. Sorry, guys. We had a couple quitters in Gold 1, unfortunately. But Platinum 3 nonetheless. And now that we're Platinum, things are going to get a little bit more difficult. Things are going to get a little bit more difficult. We'll talk about it in the next video in Platinum League. But all I can say is, guys, don't get discouraged if you're feeling like this is hard and you're like, Vibe, this is difficult. Just know, there's a concept, okay? I'll leave you with a concept that I believe is 100% true. It's not even just StarCraft. You can apply this to anything in life. There is a word that I like to use called conditioning. And if this feels really hard right now, if you're like, Vibe, what you're doing is difficult, do it for like 3 weeks and suddenly it won't feel that hard anymore. And then if you go back to what you were doing before you watched this series and you look at how you played back then, you'll be like, wow, this is ridiculously easy. I could do this no problem. And then if it's the same exact thing, if you watch Platinum videos and you do what happens in Platinum, if once again you're like, this is hard, this is difficult, you're going to be like, wow, give it a few weeks to like sink in while you practice it a lot. And you'll be like, wow, this is much more doable. If you push yourself and you consistently do it, it becomes your standard. And what used to be hard is now normal. And what used to be normal is now easy. So you can literally push yourself up a staircase of skill. And eventually, before you know it, do this for like a year or like 2 years. And you're going to be like, wow, I'm GM. How the fuck was I ever Silver League? Or Gold League? And you won't even remember it really because your conditioning process has pushed you to new heights repeatedly over and over and over. And you have a mindset for improvement that constantly seeks efficiency and like it seeks how to always improve what you're doing. So I would say don't stress out. Don't get discouraged. Keep at it. Everybody gets better. You just got to embrace it and push through. But much love. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, take it easy. Much love. And yeah, good luck, guys. Have fun.